Well, hello, friends and clients. It's Dr. Gary Senderoff with Cruise Planners. And today we are going to take a look at Chef's Table, available on all Royal Caribbean ships. So stay tuned for the scoop. So, depending on the class of ship, depends on where you're going to have Chef's Table. For example, on the Jewel class, it is a sectioned off room such as this one. Whereas on ships that have a tiered dining room, the chef's table is usually in a balcony mezzanine area in the main dining room. So this one was a private little room that's right off of a kind of noisy safari club. You're going to hear background music, which to me was not part of the ambiance that was good, only because it wasn't piped into the room directly and you're listening to a lot of beats and stuff like that from another room, which I personally didn't like. Also, as charming and as kind that this host was, this was his first time doing the chef's table, so he always was reading from notes. To me, that seemed a little bit annoying, and I didn't really enjoy it as much. It didn't seem as knowledgeable as other chef's tables. Secondly, and most importantly, the chef's table, folks, here's the big secret. It's the same on every ship. So if you're watching this and you're saying, hey, that's what we had on our chef's table, well, guess what? This is the same show, the same repeat that they do on every single ship. And if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to substitute a course for something else, what they do is they take something from Giovanni's table or they take something from Chops and they put it on there as a substitute, which kind of is defeating the purpose of what really a chef's table is. So, a chef's table, in short, on Royal Caribbean is already prepared, it is already set, and there are really very little to no deviations that are true deviations from chef tables. So, is it worth it? I'm not sure. If you've never done it and you're going to stick with the menu without substituting anything, go for it. It's a fun thing to do at least once, but after you've done it once or maybe even twice, then I think that's it.
Welcome drinks, as I told you, that called aristocratic. Goes with the Saint Germain, morning liqueur, lemon juice, and top champagne and the mint leaves. And regarding the menu tonight, you can see on your left side. So if you think that you're not familiar, especially the scallop carpaccio, because scallop is but it's a wonderful, especially if you love ceviche, that's the perfect for the Pinot Grigio. Okay. And then the bread that I'm going to serve you, they call it the Parker bread. So Parker bread, it's a brioche that flavored with lemon zest, black pepper, and thyme herbs, and drizzle with the melted butter, again with the thyme herbs. And then the wines that I'm going to serve for you, mostly it's 2.7. And the rest of the white wine is 2.9 or 3.5. And among the alcohol or among the wines that I served to you today, which do you think the highest volume of alcohol among the whites and the reds?
Cabernet.
All right, gotcha. You have a good one. You know it, huh? You're a wine drinker. I know. Sorry, ma'am? The bread, you can use that to cleanse your palate. So take a bite or take a small bite and then drink water.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
last night, Northern Italy, the one who's producing a bulk producer of Pinot Grigio. It's great as a starter. It's great as a aperitif wine. It's slightly sweeter, fruity, and well-rounded wine. You can taste the flavor of yellow and green apples. And the best temperature to serve the Pinot Grigio is 45 to 49 degrees Fahrenheit or 7 to 9 degrees Celsius. It's good for salad, chicken, seafoods, as well as light pasta dishes. So if you love also sushi, is the best
Oh, really?
partner for sushi.
Okay.
And even the Mexican food. And it's very nice also if you're going to make refreshing sangrias. Pinot Grigio.
Thank you.
And it's fruity.
Done a series of smaller boats. They don't shut up. Only
Your scallop cut very different from the other ships. It's much more of a modern Italian
Okay,
design.
I'm here to explain what's in your plate.
Okay.
And I'm the one who prepare your food. Your first plate is your starter. We call it scallop carpaccio, a thinly sliced carpaccio scallop. We marinate it in a white wine with lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and seasoned with salt and pepper. Okay? On top of it, a dried quinoa, the brown one, and a julienne cut bell pepper and red radish. And we drizzle it with the lemon oil.
Conundrum, it's a blended wine that goes with the Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Semillon, and Billionaire.
It's a mixture.
Yes, it's a 4 kinds of grapes that they're using.
Wow.
It's come from the family of a Wagner Camus family. But it's their own brand. So this conundrum has their own name already. So they don't need the family name of Wagner family of the vineyard, of the Camus, in other words. Because they have their own names already, so they're very well known already with the conundrum. With the scents of apricot, pear, honeysuckle.
Thank you.
Yeah, we did a long trip.
Finished it.
No, certain cities, yes.
Yes, maybe.
Like London, Paris, any of the major cities you can
The
get
major
in.
cities.
We didn't do any of that,
But the
okay?
problem is,
Small.
two of these.
Alright, your next dish is your smoked tomato soup. Tomato soup contains with a plum tomato, basil leaf, bay leaf, onion, garlic, peppercorn, and smoked liquid. Okay? On your plate, you have the cream French, the white one, and you also have the croutons, the blanched cherry tomato, and the shaved Parmesan cheese. Okay?
Very,
Thank
sounds
you.
very nice.
Enjoy, everyone.
That's
Thank you.
fine.
She is everybody.
Cheers.
Soup time.
Garlic,
Okay.
some basil, and bay leaf with salt, peppercorn, and the salt. And then they marinated for the whole night. And then they going to roast it to make it, to cook it. And then they blend it and then separate the sediments or the puree to the sediments. And then the puree, they're going to simmer for 45 minutes. It comes from the French words sauvage and blanc. The blanc means white. And sauvage in English, it's a savage. That's the definition of this one. It's a refreshing wine, sweeter than Chardonnay. The primary flavors of lime, passion fruit, white peach, green apples, making quite flexible on the food pairing. So I don't know how they come to be flexible in all the wines. But for me, as far as I know, the flexible wines that you can pairing to all the food, it's rosé wine. But most of the rose wine or rosé wine, they serving that during lunchtime. Because if you're going to follow the standard of that wines, it's mostly they serving that during lunchtime because of the refreshing fruity taste of rosé and of course a little bit sweet. So it's traditional, the Sauvignon Blanc, it's traditionally dry, can be created with the whole range of sweetness.
You're welcome.
She made sure that her son was taken care of. She did everything that had to be done. And I was listening to her.
Alright. Your next dish is yours, lobster salad. Okay, we blanch it in the water with celery, carrots, onion, bay leaf, and peppercorn. Okay, we call it court bouillon. And underneath is a mango puree. On top of it is a julienne cut bell pepper and a parsley. In the middle is a pineapple dressing. It's a fresh pineapple fruits and vanilla paste. We blended to make the dressing. Okay? And you also have the pineapple fruits. Underneath is the heart of pan. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, everyone.
It's the Chardonnay.
Okay.
So Chardonnay is a dry to medium to
Can we
full
get
bodied
away
with
from the whites?
moderate acidity and alcohol. The flavor range of apple, lemon, papaya, and pineapple.
Wow.
And it shows notes of vanilla. So let me know if you smell or if you taste vanilla, it means they fermented in oak barrels.
Okay.
It's like the local bee in Iceland and Greenland. They use the brazier water, so it's so so different.
I'll skip for now.
I'll do the
Good. Okay, your next dish is your brancino. It's a pan-seared brancino. Underneath is a mix sauteed vegetable and roasted vegetable. You have in here zucchini, yellow squash, tomato, and bell peppers. And you also have the blanched cherry tomato and basil pesto. And on top of the brancino is a lemon and grapefruit segment. And we drizzle it with the yuzu vinegar. Okay? Yeah, everyone, sorry for that.
Aged in a high quality, expensive French oak barrel.
Good.
So that's why it's a little bit expensive.
Good.
Known
We're
for
gonna
its
enjoy
strong tannin, rich flavor, and acidity. They said it more similar style at other dry white wine, dry red wines such as Merlot and Malbec.
Well, we're gonna be on a C. We'll be 10.50 on that.
Yeah. 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the,
Oh, forget
Yeah.
it.
That's the one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues again for your filet mignon.
Yes, okay, that's your last main course. Okay, you have your plate, it's a grilled filet mignon. On top of it is a fried onion. Underneath is a sauteed spinach and mashed potato with black truffle paste. And you also have the roasted carrots, asparagus, and beetroot. And also the bordelaise sauce.
Very good.
There we go, the Bordelais.
But now you two are travel agents.
No, he's
I'm
retired.
not.
You're retired.
I'm retired.
Oh yeah.
So we are having this wonderful desert right in front of us. The world, we call it world. So
The world.
inside we have a peanut butter brulee coated with a dark chocolate mousse, and sides we have a dark chocolate rice crispy. Now my friend will drizzle caramel sauce on top of it. You will see it improves.
And I had actually finished all 6 of my glasses of wine and had seconds in really drinking. And it's like, so I'm half soused and this comes out and it's like, wow.
Okay, please enjoy everyone.
Thank you.
Especially, and I hope you enjoy the food and especially the service that I provide to you. Too.
Definitely.
Excellent.
Definitely. Thank you.
And please include me on your survey, please.
We'll
So
definitely do that.
So there you have it. There is Chef's Table on Royal Caribbean. Definitely fun if you've never done it before. Certainly not something to repeat over and over again. So that is my input on Chef's Table. I hope you found it helpful. For the very best value on your next Royal Caribbean cruise, email me at gari.senderoff at cruiseplanners.com. And don't forget to sign up for my VIP email list at www.tourdoctors.com. Don't forget to subscribe and watch my videos from all over the world. Thanks so much for watching, and please keep exploring.